I gave my ADS L570 Mark IIs a good listen last night, and I have to admit I was a little disappointed initially with how they sounded somewhat veiled by comparison to most of the other speakers that I have at home. But then I was thinking back to my previous pair that I had, whereupon I had the same impression. So I took a little bit of time and set them up a little bit, played around with positioning quite a bit, and ended up with them quite widely spaced apart, which significantly improved things. Another thing that I did was I removed the grills while listening. These speakers, grills, anybody who has ADS speakers know that the grills come with a sort of a felt material behind the metal grill. Now, they're supposed to be sonically transparent, but I disagree. When I removed the grills, it just brought just a little, the very small degree of extra transparency to these, but it made all the difference, as did the wide spacing and furthermore toe in. These speakers do require a little more toe in than all of the other speakers that I have at my place currently in order to get a focused center image. They're not as precise with their imaging as any of the other speakers that I have right now. So placement really can make or break the imaging situation with these guys. The way I have them spaced out right now and towed in produces a humongous sound field, like a really, really big sound field. And another good thing about these speakers is that nothing from the frequency spectrum stands out. They're very balanced, so you can listen to them all day long. The imaging is not the best I've ever heard. It's, musicians and singers are placed somewhat vaguely in space by comparison to my other speakers, but that again is mitigated by toe in and placement. You can really improve upon things if you put a little elbow grease into the placement of these guys. Not sure if I'll be keeping them since I have so many other pairs of speakers in my possession, and I always like to keep a rotation going, but we'll hang on to them for a little while at least. Look at these drivers, so nice.